What has been considered an illegal work with no form of authority given has got 17 Chinese men arrested with immediate effect. It was reported that 27 miners, that includes 17 Chinese and 10 locals, have been arrested, not leaving out a local traditional high chief that was allegedly to have known about the incidents in Osun State after reports got to the Joint Task Force about an illegal operation going on the community. The Chinese were arrested following the sting operation spotted around Ilesha and Ife axis of Osun State. It was said that the Joint Task Force (JTF), which was recently inaugurated, was given a heads up as they swung into action. Addressing the issue before the press and the accused, the Deputy Chief of Staff to the State Governor, Mr. Abdullahi Binuyo, made it clear that no responsible government would watch its land degenerate by unauthorized persons and won't act immediately or do nothing. Mr. Binuyo further noted that apart from the effects of economic leakages, all those arrested had flouted the state government directives to stay at home. In addition, the activities is also considered as a pollution to the Osun River with the use of poisonous metals, thereby making the water unsafe for human consumption and irrigation. He emphasized that the government would ensure those arrested are prosecuted according to law, and not just that, they would be asked to pay compensation for any form of damages that might have been incurred. So guys, like they always say, it is the thief in the house that will call the outside one to come and say, oh, come and join us. Because people who are within, just like we have heard, the number of the Chinese, we have 17, why the 10 will be from the locals. Of course, must have given them information. These are the things that we are talking about. These are the reasons why these people don't respect us. Even at that level, at the government level, that's why you see that these people will just come and they will do anything. Because they know that our people themselves, they will compromise in many ways. This kind of a thing cannot even perform it in their own country. They won't do it now because they know the consequences. You can imagine, even if at all they are going to be paying compensation in their own country, you will not even have the opportunity to pay compensation. They know what will happen. I don't know whether a lot of you might know how it plays out in their own country, whether they give them a kind of soft landing. But in our country, they always give them soft landing, because in their own country they might not live to even tell the story, and that is why they prefer to go to other countries, most especially African countries, to commit their atrocities. But are you going to blame them because the locals too are the one giving them opportunity to do what they need to do? Even if the other locals do not even join them, at least they will still have somebody who is going to give them that authority, just like the chief in that community as well. Yes, the chief in that community who led them, which they arrested him among the people because he's the traditional high chief. Yeah, traditional high chief. So that is where we always have the problem. Even in those days, in olden days, when you hear about this slavery of a thing, it did not just start because our people gave them the green light. They give them the green light, and they began to betray their own people, selling them out for as slaves. But one thing again is that the government, we still know, even at that level, they still have a lot of ways which they will still compromise. That is where the problem is. They will still compromise. But let's hear what Nigerians are saying concerning this information coming from this particular state. Some say don't allow them to go free because they can't accept that in their country. Lock them up, useless people. That's what somebody is saying here. Another says the Chinese should be in prison at least for 10 years, after which they will be repatriated. If Osun state government understands how evil and satanic Chinese are, those people should not go unpunished. Let it not be treated Nigerian way. Forget it. By taking bribes and leave them so that they will continue stealing our wealth. Of course, in as much they say they're going to get a what is it called, compensation, or they will pay for compensation, or they will pay for fines or whatever. You know that a lot of things we see go under. My country people, the Chinese people, are trying to install the new 5G mask that will kill millions of people after 4 to 5 months. It's the federal government that invited them during sit at home. They are 27 in number. If they take them to police, they will release them because the order is from above. It's only God knows. It's only God that knows what the Chinese people plan for Nigerians. If I may ask, kill all of them and give them mass burial. Don't let government to know the size their phones or whatever. I don't know. Do you have proof to justify your claim? Okay, is killing penalty for the offense for which they were arrested. Know it that the law courts can only act within the provision of the law and not otherwise. In the eyes of the law, verdicts are not given in courts and out of mere hatred for any considered guilty and any offense or crime as against what the law says about a particular offense or whatever. All these people are really countering themselves. Who took them to the rivers should hold for offense. The law must take its fullest course on them. Mind you, these are the people maltreating Nigerians in China. The Chinese activities getting out of hand. Top people know about this. They are the ones that have them give them permission. I repeat, top people in Nigeria know about this. Good job. Let them be charged to court. One thing is that at the end of the day, we just hear this thing. At the end of the day, you will not hear anything again. Everything will be swept under the carpet. And by so doing, every other person, all Nigerians will still be engaged with other things. They will be carried away with other things. If we have a good government, we have a people who know what they are doing, nobody will be talking all of this because the law will take its course. That is how it works. But with these people that are the aim of affair in this country, anything goes. Once they see money, that is the end. Some say they should not allow them to go because such can't be done in their country. No, it can't be done in their country, but it can be done here because it's a free fall. Anything can happen. Not just in Osun State alone. Please, attention should be drawn to illegal sand drillers in Ogun State, Mowe Axis. These companies are owned by Chinese. As we speak, activities are going on there without observing the lockdown. Let the appropriate agencies come and investigate these Chinese men. They are there being guided by Mopos and sometimes army. Chinese is accusing Nigerians for disobeying in their country as if their people are angels. Waiting these people they go do for Nigeria at this dangerous time. What kind of government is this? It's true. We need to blame our government. They will not even get to the end of the whole thing before things will be swept under the carpet because it has been happening like that in the past. It has been happening. This news is very incomplete. What exactly did they do? What are they doing there exactly? Okay, if Nigerians were to be caught in China doing illegal mining, what do you think the Chinese government would do to them? Our government should be careful and find out what actions the Chinese government would have taken and teach these people some hard lessons they will not forget so soon. So that our other foreign intruders will take to their heels. Nigerians are waiting to see what will become of this international crime. To be sincere, our security network is very, very weak. They're supposed to be arrested before this time. There are some Chinese nationals also in Nasarawa State, Maraba, Udege, specifically digging tantalites, transporting it to Lagos and doing all manner of things. A lot of abnormalities happening, even in the oil sector. It's not only even mining. A lot of things. At times they will just want to pick to make example of some people, but in the larger scale, what has been happening that have not even come to the knowledge of the people. A lot of things, even at higher level, at government level, a lot of conspiracy, everything shrouded in secrecy happening that we the public have not even known. This one is just maybe 1% of things that are deep things that are happening in this country. It's just unfortunate that the so-called leaders, when we talk about the so-called leaders, the foundation is already faulty because they transfer this kind of a act, this kind of a incompetency, this kind of a greed from one government to another, They will tell you, say, no, this is how we do it, this is how they do it, and those ones will fall in. The foundation is already faulty. We don't even know who is going to do that, because even the people who are even complaining, once they have opportunity to get to that level of authority, being a politician, being a leader in your community or at the center. The same thing. They will just fall in line. You will see the ones that you think that will not be able, that will want to change the narratives. Once they get there, maybe their hands and legs will be tied, because majority that they will be surrounded with, they are bad people. So it's just so the whole thing is really confusing. If you ask me, the whole thing is confusing. Like this case, it will be swept under the carpet and you will not hear anything again. That's just what I think. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments below and let's have your take. Thank you.